Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you one of our favorite summertime dinner recipes. This is so light and fresh and it's just so much flavor in this recipe. I had to share it with you. So I start with a Harmony quinoa, and that is a tricolored, and it's the same as you would cook rice. It's 2 cups of water to 1 cup of quinoa, and I added a heaping teaspoon of chicken bouillon to that water. And so while it's heating up, I'm going to make some homemade pico de gallo. I use about a cup of red onion. I just like how the red looks. You could use any, a white or a yellow onion, whatever you prefer. And I use 2 medium-sized tomatoes and just rough chop those. You know, it's funny, my husband actually hates tomatoes, but he will eat it in pico de gallo. So I think it's because he just loves Mexican food. So like I said, I just rough chop that, throw that in there, and once my water heats up, which some people put the quinoa in with the water as it's heating up, I just do it this way. I go ahead and add my quinoa and put a lid on it and turn the temperature down and let it just simmer and finish making my pico de gallo. Like I said, I get everything in there, and then I add a lot of cilantro. I'd probably say maybe a good 1.5 cups of cilantro. I just really love cilantro. It just smells like summer to me. It's like cucumbers smell like summer too. I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks that? Anyway, I add about 3/4 of that cilantro into my pico de gallo and give it a mix. And I add a little bit of salt and 1/2 of a lime. Okay, I also put on, I didn't show you guys, but I put on 3 chicken breasts, and they're just cooking in a pan on the stove. Just a tiny bit of salt on them. Doesn't that just look so fresh? I love pico de gallo. I could probably eat it on anything. So my chicken is cooking, and once it's done, I'm just gonna rough chop it. Like I said, I just had a little bit of salt on it, and just basically I just wanted to cook it and make sure it was done. Once I get that chicken rough chopped, I'm gonna put it back in the pan, and I'm gonna add the juice of the other 1/2 of that lime, so 1/2 of a lime. Okay, you guys remember the rest of that cilantro I didn't put in the pico de gallo? I'm gonna put that on my chicken, and then I'm gonna add this Kickin chicken seasoning from Weber. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so good. And I add about 1 tablespoon onto the chicken with just maybe 1/2 teaspoon of cumin and another 1/2 of a lime. I really want that lime flavor. And like I said, this is not going to be overwhelming. This is not an overwhelming lime taste. It might seem like it, but because I know I'm adding lime to a lot of stuff here, but it's really not a lot. So I'm also gonna add about 1 cup of sour cream to just a measuring cup, so I can mix 1/2 a lime into my sour cream and just give it a good mix. I'm also gonna pop in the microwave some drained and rinsed black beans, and also some corn, just a regular can of corn. I'm just gonna heat those up in the microwave. I did add about 1 teaspoon of taco seasoning to the black beans. So once everything is ready, I'm just gonna start by layering into my bowls. I start with the quinoa, and then I add the black beans on one side, and then I put the corn next to it, and I want to be able to see everything separately. So then I'm gonna add some chicken, and then the pico de gallo. Love that pico de gallo. So once I get those on there, I'm just gonna slice up some avocado. This is optional, of course. I just like the avocado on there, and put it on there nice and pretty. And then I'm gonna add my sour cream on top of that, and I'm gonna add a little sliver of a piece of lime right on top, and I like to add a little bit more, squeeze a little bit more lime on mine. Okay guys, here it is. It is so packed with flavor, and like I said, it's not an overwhelming lime taste. You would think it is, but it just gives it just enough. It's so light and fresh and summery, and I hope you guys try it. If you do, let me know. So anyway, you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.